Have you ever felt a strange tingling in your legs? Like your feet don't quite belong to you anymore? You're not alone. Millions of adults over 60 experience this exact feeling, numbness that comes and goes, or lingers just enough to make you feel uneasy. But what if that numbness wasn't just a normal part of aging? What if it was your body's quiet way of saying something needs your attention? In today's video, we're going to explore this often overlooked sign, why it happens, what it really means, and how it may be gently improved with the right approach. This isn't about quick fixes. It's about understanding your body with compassion and care. So, if you've ever wondered what your legs might be trying to tell you, stay with us. You may discover something today that brings you one step closer to feeling steady, strong, and connected again. This is Senior Wellness, where simple steps lead to powerful changes. As we begin to look more closely at the quiet signals our bodies send us, it's helpful to learn from someone who spent a lifetime listening. Meet Dr. Martin Ellis, a remarkable man who, at over 100 years old, still takes a walk every morning, still checks in with patients, and still believes the body holds its own wisdom. He's seen a century's worth of health trends come and go, but what's kept him grounded is something far simpler: paying close attention to the language of the body. He often says that healing doesn't begin with a pill or a treatment. It begins when we stop ignoring the signs. One of those signs, he explains, is numbness in the feet and legs. For many older adults, it shows up slowly. At first, it's just a tingle, then maybe a feeling of fuzziness in the soles, and gradually, you might find yourself hesitating, second-guessing your step, avoiding stairs, or choosing not to walk on uneven ground. Dr. Ellis describes this not just as a physical issue, but as a disconnect, a fading link between the brain and the body. When that connection weakens, it doesn't just affect sensation, it impacts confidence, balance, and independence. What was once a simple walk to the mailbox starts to feel uncertain. And when people begin to doubt their movements, they move less. That, in turn, affects everything from posture to sleep quality to emotional well-being. But here's the good news. According to Dr. Ellis, this disconnection is often reversible, not overnight, and not with harsh routines, but with thoughtful, consistent attention. His approach combines 6 simple exercises, a pair of often overlooked nutrients, and recent insights from both Japanese and American studies on nerve health and mobility. Each of the 6 movements is designed to be done at home, with no special equipment. One example: a seated foot movement that lifts the toes, extends the leg slightly forward, then lowers the foot back down, repeating that rhythm slowly, 10 to 15 times. It may look basic, but this small action encourages circulation to return to areas that often get ignored during long periods of sitting. Another involves rolling a tennis ball gently under the sole of the foot. While this may sound like a stretch from physical therapy, it's actually a powerful form of sensory reactivation, something researchers in both Tokyo and California have shown can significantly improve foot sensation and balance when done daily. What ties this method together isn't intensity, it's intention. Dr. Ellis often reminds people that the nervous system doesn't respond to force. It responds to clarity, repetition, and calm focus. That's why these exercises are slow, steady, and designed to rebuild connection, not strain the body. And the overlooked nutrients. While Dr. Ellis doesn't prescribe, he points to emerging research highlighting the role of specific vitamin and mineral combinations in supporting nerve function. These nutrients are sometimes missing in the diets of older adults, especially those who eat less or avoid certain food groups. The right balance, combined with consistent movement, can help bring sensation back one step at a time. Most inspiring of all, Dr. Ellis isn't just teaching these methods, he's living them. At over 100 years old, his continued independence is a reflection of the very advice he shares. Move with care, pay attention to what feels numb or distant, and respond gently but consistently. As we continue this video, you'll learn exactly what these exercises look like and how to get started today. Sometimes, reconnecting with your body doesn't require anything more than a quiet space, a few focused minutes, and the willingness to begin. As we grow older, it's easy to brush off small physical changes like tingling toes or a patch of numbness in the foot as just aging. But over time, those little signals can start to form a pattern, and that pattern is worth paying attention to. According to Dr. Martin Ellis, a centenarian physician, still walking and observing with clarity, numbness in the feet or legs often begins with one core issue: poor circulation. As blood flow to the lower limbs decreases, the nerves may not get enough oxygen or nutrients. At first, the change is subtle, a dullness, a slight delay in sensation. But if it continues, those nerves begin to go quiet or misfire altogether. This isn't just theory. A major study from the Japanese Society of Neurology found that even mild sensory loss in the feet significantly increases the risk of instability, altered gait, and falls in people over 65. In short, When your feet stop fully talking to your brain, your entire body has to guess what's happening, and that can lead to dangerous missteps. It's a bit like trying to walk across a dimly lit room. You hesitate. You shift your weight differently. You may lean to one side without realizing it, or tense your muscles in an effort to feel more secure. Over time, these subtle compensations affect your posture, balance, and confidence. What starts as numbness can quietly trigger a chain reaction. You may start walking less to avoid discomfort. You may hold on to furniture more, or avoid uneven surfaces altogether. Slowly, the body moves less, the muscles weaken, and the brain receives less feedback. This not only affects how we move, but how we feel. Many older adults describe this change not just as physical, but emotional. The fear of falling creeps in. The memory of a small misstep becomes a reason to say no to outings. A walk around the block turns into a memory instead of a habit. And in some cases, this subtle shift leads to feelings of isolation, frustration, and even depression. That's why understanding the root cause is so important. This isn't about alarm, it's about awareness. When circulation slows and nerve signals fade, the body adapts, but not always in healthy ways. It might lean on the wrong muscles or avoid using key stabilizers like the feet, ankles, or hips. That's when posture changes. That's when pain in one area might actually start somewhere else. And yet, there's a gentle truth in all of this. Most of these changes don't happen overnight, and that means they can often be improved with time, care, and consistency. Small steps, done regularly, can make a real difference. Exercises that stimulate the lower legs, encourage blood flow, and reawaken nerve response don't require fancy machines or long routines. What they require is patience and a willingness to begin. Of course, every individual is different. What works well for one person might not suit another. That's why it's always a good idea to check with your doctor before starting something new, especially if you've already experienced falls, circulation problems, or nerve issues. But know this, the body is capable of reconnecting with itself in powerful ways even after 60%. At its heart, senior wellness isn't about doing more, it's about understanding better. It's about noticing what your body is quietly telling you, and responding with compassion instead of frustration. Because the moment you recognize numbness, not as a random nuisance, but as a meaningful signal, is the moment you begin to take your stability and your confidence back. Stay with us. In the next section, we'll share the exact steps that have helped many older adults regain connection, improve balance, and feel more grounded in their everyday lives. Let's begin with something simple but surprisingly powerful. When it comes to reconnecting with your legs and feet, small, intentional movements often work better than force. One of the most effective exercises to wake up circulation and strengthen nerve pathways starts right from your chair. Sit comfortably on a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the floor. Now, lift your toes while keeping your heels down. Next, gently extend one foot forward. Then lower the foot and lift the heel slightly. This three-step motion up, out, down may look simple, but it activates key muscles in your calves and feet. Repeat this sequence slowly about 15 times per leg. This exercise helps stimulate blood flow, especially to areas that may not get enough attention throughout the day. More than that, it encourages the nervous system to re-engage with parts of the body that may have gone quiet over time. Exercise 2. Rolling a ball under the foot. As your body starts to reawaken, it's time to bring attention to a part we often overlook: the soles of the feet. This area holds a dense network of nerve endings that play a vital role in how we balance and stay grounded. While seated in a stable chair, place a small firm ball like a tennis ball or massage ball under one foot. Slowly roll it forward and backward, then side to side, and finally in small circles. Keep the motion gentle and steady, applying only light pressure. Think of this as a quiet conversation between your foot and your brain. This simple movement helps stimulate blood flow, gently massages the fascia, the connective tissue on the sole, and reactivates nerve endings that may have gone dull over time. It's not uncommon to notice tender or numb spots. Those are areas where the body may need more awareness. With just a few minutes a day, this calming exercise becomes more than physical. It's a way of encouraging your nervous system to reconnect and of reminding your body that every step begins with feeling. Exercise 3. Strengthening toes by gripping a ball. Now that your feet are more awake, it's time to focus on strength, and it starts with the toes. These small muscles play a big role in stability, especially when it comes to preventing slips or stumbles. While seated, place a small ball like a tennis ball or therapy ball on the floor in front of you. Using just your toes, try to grip the ball and lift it slightly off the ground. You might not succeed at first, and that's perfectly okay. The effort alone begins to activate the fine muscles in your toes, arches, and even your ankles. This type of microcontrol is often lost with age, especially if we stop using our feet in dynamic ways. But when you retrain the toes to grip and hold, you improve your ability to stay balanced during everyday movements. Whether you're walking across the kitchen or stepping off a curb, it may seem like a tiny exercise, but it builds a quiet strength from the ground up. And with regular practice, those once forgotten muscles start to respond, helping you move with more confidence and control. Exercise 4. Ankle squeeze with a ball to activate inner thighs and core. As you continue building connection and control, it helps to involve more of the body, especially the muscles that quietly support your balance behind the scenes. While seated in a sturdy chair, place a small, soft ball between your ankles. Gently squeeze the ball by pressing your ankles inward. As you do, lift the ball just slightly off the ground. Hold for a few seconds, then slowly lower it. Repeat this motion several times with calm, steady focus. This movement may appear simple, but it engages your inner thighs, calves, ankles, and even your lower core. It also encourages both sides of the body to work together, an important step toward improving balance and overall symmetry. Many people don't realize one leg often does more work than the other. But with exercises like this, you begin retraining the body to share the load evenly. Over time, that small adjustment can lead to better posture, reduce strain on the joints, and greater confidence while walking or standing. Small, intentional effort done consistently can quietly strengthen the foundation you walk on every day. Exercise 5. Towel. Pull with toes to boost precision and foot to brain signals. Now that your muscles are engaged, let's focus on restoring clarity in how your feet communicate with your brain. This next movement is gentle, yet incredibly effective. Lie down comfortably on your back with your legs extended. Place a small towel or cloth under your feet. Using only your toes, try to scrunch the towel toward you one foot at a time, or both together. Take it slow. The goal isn't strength, it's precision. This simple exercise activates the small, often overlooked muscles in the feet and toes. More importantly, it retrains your nervous system to send and receive clearer signals, something that often fades over time with reduced circulation or limited use. Because you're lying down, there's no pressure on your back or joints, making this movement safe and accessible. Just a few minutes a day can help sharpen your body's internal messaging system and bring awareness back to where it quietly slipped away. Exercise 6. Gentle foot rotations. While lying down to relax the body and calm the nervous system. As your body begins to reconnect and regain strength, the final step is to release built-up tension and invite a sense of ease. This last movement helps reset not just your muscles, but your nervous system too. Lie down in a comfortable position, legs extended and relaxed. Slowly rotate both feet outward. Hold for a few seconds. Then rotate them inward and hold again. Move with steady control. There's no rush. Let your breathing stay soft and natural as you move. Though this may feel simple, it has a full body impact. The rotation gently stretches the lower legs, knees, hips, and even the lower back. Over time, these areas can hold on to stress, especially when sensation or mobility has been limited. By encouraging the body to soften in this way, you're sending a quiet but powerful message of safety to your nervous system. Researchers often refer to this as a signal of calm, a shift that allows the body to step out of defense mode and into healing mode. This stretch isn't about flexibility. It's about restoring trust between your brain, your body, and the ground beneath you. And sometimes, that's the most healing movement of all. As we come to the end of this journey, it's worth remembering healing doesn't have to take hours. Just 5 to 10 minutes a day, especially in the morning when the body is fresh, can gently begin to restore what may have faded over time. Dr. Ellis reminds us that consistency matters far more than intensity. These small movements, done with care and regularity, help the body relearn what it already knows deep down: how to feel, how to stabilize, how to move with confidence. Over time, these exercises can help improve balance, bring back sensation, and create a renewed sense of control, one that's both physical and emotional. Many people who've tried them say they feel more connected to their own bodies again, less unsure with each step. Because numbness, while frustrating, isn't just a symptom. It can also be a signal, a quiet opportunity for the nervous system to reconnect through safe, deliberate movement. And sometimes, the most powerful progress begins not with big changes, but with a gentle return to what the body was made to do. The smallest steps often lead to the biggest changes. Reconnecting with your body, even just a few minutes each day, can restore strength, balance, and a quiet sense of confidence. You don't need to do it all at once. Just begin gently, with care and intention. Tomorrow morning is a perfect time to start. Your journey toward greater comfort and control is part of living fully, and that's what senior wellness and senior living are all about. If you're still here with us and found these tips meaningful, leave a 0 or 1 in the comments to let us know you're watching. If this video helped you see things more clearly, we'd love to hear from you. Feel free to like, subscribe, or share it with someone who may need a little encouragement today.